I'm Kayla,
I'm Lexi,
and welcome to the pod. I can't believe this is our first podcast.
I know. I know we've talked about it because I love your vibe so much
Yeah.
from when I met you
hmm
that I was like, you know what, this would be fun because we just kind of flow off of each other just
Yeah,
naturally
exactly.
from being people that don't really even know
Each
each other
other,
at the same
exactly.
time.
Yeah. Okay, it's our first ever pod, guys. I cannot believe it. I did a TikTok yesterday actually talking about it, and I feel like this is something I've always wanted to do.
hmm
Like, I see other people do it, and I'm like, oh, I can't do it. But we're
Yeah.
doing it. We're doing the
Yeah.
damn thing.
You
So,
just gotta start it. Like,
right, you just
you
gotta
just
do
gotta let
it.
it
Just start
roll.
it.
Yeah, just get it rolling.
Okay, how we met. Let's
Yeah.
talk about that. How we met.
Should
So
we trail back in time?
maybe so.
Okay.
Maybe so. So elementary school.
Yes.
Yes. We were in a friend group,
Yes.
right? We were
Yeah.
in a friend group. We kind of met there. Oh my god, we feel so old talking about
Yeah,
elementary
but things
school.
like drifted because like elementary school is such like a blur
It was a
for
blur.
me. Like I remember bits and pieces, but that's about it.
Yeah, I literally moved from Florida
Okay.
like in first grade.
Did not know that.
First grade, yeah. And then kind of made a friend group around then. You were in the friend group.
Yes.
And that's like my first like image in my head of you that I remember you from.
Mm-hmm.
Middle school, different middle schools because I
Yes.
went to Willow Creek
Went
and
to
you went to,
Bagley.
yeah, exactly. So we kind of like separated there.
Mm-hmm.
Rekindled back in high school,
Yeah, a little
right?
bit. Yeah.
And then you left.
Yeah, I did.
And then we're here again now. Yeah. So that's how we like first met and we rekindled. Why don't
Yeah.
you talk about how we rekindled?
I started seeing Kayla's TikToks and I'm like, you know what, this girl is such a vibe. I need to meet her because I feel like in high school there's this like you have to live up to the status quo of who you are. So like you can't really venture off into like too many like friend groups because then you're like judged. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, you know what? Screw that. I just we're adults now. Why can't we all just be like best friends? I don't get it. So I messaged her and I'm like, let's go get coffee. And then ever since then it's like we were like long lost friends that like never knew each other.
First time we hung out, we went to Blackbird, right?
Yes.
I love Blackbird. Blackbird's little like cafe in like our little small town. And it's so good. But we went to Blackbird. We yapped for a while, just about where we're at in life, what we're doing. And I was like, oh my God, like, I feel like time has not passed.
Right.
So yeah, I'm so glad we like rekindled.
I know.
I'm gonna get emotion on the pod. Okay, yeah, our vibes of each other. When I first met you, you seemed very calm.
hmm
You're very calm. A lot of like energy though at the same time.
Okay.
A lot of life experience.
Yeah.
A lot of life experience. I did a whole like rekindle of like just things that have happened in high school, like all kinds of stuff. And like seeing your perspective of high school was so different because I had such a different perspective of high school.
I'm kind of getting the same vibe from you. I felt like we clicked very well since
Mhm.
then. But I get like a down to earth, very caring personality
Aw.
from you. So that's why I was like, oh, I love her. I'm like, I just love her. Like every one of my friends I've talked about Kayla, they're like, oh my gosh, I love watching your TikToks. And I'm like, the only thing I say is I just love her. I
And it's
just
like
love her.
it's so hard like reaching out to high school friends
It
though too.
is. Like, what do you say?
Because it's like, wait, do you still like me? Like honestly,
Like,
do you
did
still
I
want to
do
hang out with
something to
me?
upset you? Like
Yeah, because
that
it's
type
like
of
you could be
thing.
so close in high school and then
Yes.
high school ends and it's just like everyone just literally does not talk to anybody anymore. And you'll
Mm-hmm.
like see them in the grocery store and almost be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. It's like,
Yes.
girl, we used to like sit at the lunch table together and gossip.
Right.
um,
Uh,
that's always like the hardest thing. I have reached out to, I'm friends with some of my high school friends still, but I have reached out to a few high school friends and it really is like hit or miss. I feel like
yeah.
everyone's either fully married kids or they're still in school
Yeah.
or still partying sometimes. I don't even know. Everyone's just in such different like spaces, so it's hard finding people that are in the same boat as you.
Yes. I completely agree. I feel like a lot of my high school friends are slowly getting into the marriage and life of being a mom and things like that now, but like I started, me and my husband have been married almost 2 years now. So we were engaged, what, 3 years ago? So when I started that boat, none of my friends were in that boat. So it's like, it was like hard because I'm like, I don't know if they know anything I'm going through because it's hard to know. But now I'm like, my friends are getting married and stuff. So it's like, you know how to be there for that person because you went
Mm-hmm.
through it yourself.
Yeah.
So that's what's nice is when you go through experiences, you know how to like help others through that
Yeah.
experience too, where you were like blindsided before I
Mhm.
got married, before I had children. I had no idea of these things, and I'm like, you know what, I could definitely help someone through that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that because it's like I said, it was so hard to find people that are actually going through things that you're going through.
Hmm.
So I feel like when you have friends around you that have already been through the hard stuff, like
Yes.
it's so nice being able to go to someone and like lean on someone for advice. You know what I mean? They've been through it. So yeah, speaking of husbands, my husband I met like 9 years ago. We got married 2 years ago,
How'd you
June
guys
twenty
meet?
fourth. Oh my God, McDonald's.
We gotta
Fast
know.
food, high school, first job, fast food,
Okay.
McDonald's. Everyone has like a bull crap, like first job, like whatever.
Yeah.
And then like we just like I don't know, it was such a weird thing. Like it was like a movie, literally. Like I was
Oh.
walking past him, he was walking past me, we like locked eyes for a second. And then of course you
Hmm.
look away and I look again, he was still looking at me and he was still looking at me. He like would not break eye contact. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, like,
And I
what's
remember
going
like
on?
running to my friend at work and being like, I had the weirdest experience ever. And the rest is literally history.
Okay.
First date was a haunted house on Halloween.
Scary as shit.
So cute. You guys just missed it. I just spilled my coffee everywhere.
Yeah, we
So
had a
it's the
little
first
intermission.
pod. Things are gonna happen. Things are gonna happen. As I was saying, like I think it's just so important to have friends that have gone through the things that you're going through.
Yeah.
Like I just said, my husband and I are trying for a baby. So having friends that already have so many kids and being around them kind of makes me feel good because I've heard of people who have friend groups, they don't have kids, and
Mhm.
then they have a kid and it's like awkward now. Like it's like no one wants to hang out with me because like they're like, oh, she's bringing her kid. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm really close to my husband's friend group.
Mhm.
Like he has two best friends. One's his cousin, one's his best
Mhm.
friend. Lived down the street since he was like really young. So all of us girlfriends are really close, but they almost take on like an auntie role
I
to
love that.
my son. So like they love him. Like one of them, every single time she sees him, she goes, "Hey, bestie!" Like they love him. They just
Uh-huh.
eat him up every time. So it's nice to
Cute.
have those extra hands.
Hmm.
It's really nice. It's just like hard because like especially when you're like in the first 3 months and you're in
Yeah.
the thick of it, right?
Hmm.
And you're going to these parties with your newborn. It is so hard because like so many people want to help you. You always hear the like, call me if you need me, or if you want to come over, like I can come over and help if you need me. And while it all sounds great, like they usually want to come over and like hold your baby, but at that point you're like, the baby's surprised. Like
Hmm.
it's like a learning curve. Like no one knows your baby like you know your baby. And especially through like postpartum, it was a lot for me because there's so many people, and it wasn't a lot of my friends, some of my family too, on like my husband's side and on my side. They were like, I want to come over and help you. And I'm like, well, coming over to help someone with their postpartum is coming over, bringing them lunch and doing their dishes,
Yeah.
vacuuming their floors. It's not, let me hold your baby while you do the work. That's not what
Exactly.
postpartum
Yeah.
is. And I think that's what a lot of people
I
take
agree
by.
with
I want
that.
to come over. No, you want to come over and snuggle my baby, which
Yeah.
is okay. Just say that.
Yeah.
Don't say you're coming to help me because you're not helping me. I don't want to do my dishes. I don't want to do laundry.
Right.
Like, I have to thank the heavens for my mom because during my postpartum, my mom would come over and she would do my laundry and she would put away my dishes for me. And
Yeah.
like, she would let me sleep. Like,
Moms never stop being
my
moms.
yes,
Yeah, I love
like
that.
my mom took off 2 weeks from work, and like I had other people that were confused on why I didn't let them over. My mom came over during night shift. So night shift is rough. You're up every like 2 to 3 hours feeding this baby. So my mom took the bassinet in the living room and slept on the couch for a week. And every single night she was getting up with that baby so that I could sleep. That's how you help the mom.
Yeah.
That coming over just to cuddle with the baby, the mom wants to do that all day. That's her moment.
Yeah.
Like you might say like, oh well, you get to do it all the time. Well, yeah, I got to carry that baby for 9 months. I got to
Period.
go through
Tell
all
'em.
that. I got to go
Tell
through all that.
'em.
I get those moments
Yeah.
before anyone else, and I think that's like where a lot of people get confused, especially postpartum. And now I see it so differently to other people's eyes that because I lived it. Like when I was like going through like when I had one of my friends going through like having a baby, I was like, oh, I'd love to come over and help you, but I'm like, I wasn't being helpful. I was like thinking of like I did want to see the baby. I should have just said I would love to come see the baby. Coming over and helping is doing things that are actually going to be beneficial to the mom.
Yeah.
You holding the baby doesn't benefit her. She wants to hold the baby.
So it may end up just being like a harder situation than it was in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now you're trying to do stuff around the house because someone's holding the baby,
Yeah.
but then there's like, oh, he's crying. I think he's hungry, or and then it's like, okay, well, I
Right.
guess I'm still doing the same things I would have been doing now, and
Yeah.
also
Like
on
now,
top of that,
now I
everything
gotta
else,
pause
too.
and I gotta, I
Yeah.
got like I'm trying to get in the zone,
Yeah.
like, and now
Good
it's like,
intentions,
stop.
though, I'm sure.
Yeah,
but
it's all good intentions, but like, no one ever thinks of it until
Yeah.
you're a mom and you're like, wow, like you get like in your emotions and you're like, is anyone here for me?
right,
And I
exactly.
think a
And
lot of moms feel like that. Is anyone
and
here
this is like a
for
moment where I
me?
just told you how it's good to have friends that have kids before you do,
Yes.
because I'm like, wait, I never thought about that before, and now I do. You just mentioned it,
Mhm.
so
No one ever thinks of it because then you're like, is someone there for me? Like, I'm swimming, I'm drowning, I want help,
mhm.
but no one's there for me in the way I need them there.
Yeah.
And it's like sometimes you don't want to like, because like, I love having friends over and everything, and I don't want them to come over and be like, can I do like I'm not gonna be like, can you go do my dishes? Like, I'm not gonna tell them to do that. But that stuff's nice. Like when my friends usually have, like, I have a friend who just had a baby, but I plan to go over to her house and like bring her gift for her and stuff. She has a lot of allergies, but like when people, like, I remember when me and Nick first had our baby, one of Nick's friends from work, like, and this is his friend from work, guys, like we hang out with them, but they're not like, they're just friends from work. They made us like 2 like casserole dishes, and they're like, we made them for prep for you, just put them in the oven. They gave us instructions. Like, that's a real friend. Like,
That
that's
is
someone
so
that's,
nice.
and like we didn't ask for that. They just did it.
Yeah.
They just did it. And that's like the sweetest, like most like,
It's thoughtful.
yes. And it's like you weren't thinking of like, oh, like I want to see the baby. You were thinking of like us.
Yeah.
Like us and how like
Yeah.
making
It's
food after a baby's rough. You don't,
it's easy to be like baby, but not like the
yes.
parents that are going through it all too.
Yes, like it's
Yeah.
a very like traumatic moment. And me and my husband were in the hospital for like 5 days with our baby
Yeah.
because he had jaundice and he was underneath a blue light for 5 days. So when I came home, like I was fine with people coming over, but like I even told my husband, I don't want people to overstay. Like I don't want people over here like,
Mhm.
I want to like set like a time. Our friends were chill because like I was holding my baby a lot of my time, so my friends were over too. Like they would hold him and then I would hold him and everything.
Yeah.
But like you want like I don't know, you just it's hard to like tell people that with like when they don't experience it.
Yeah.
But like those moments, like I had a friend who her son was in the NICU for like I think a couple of weeks and stuff, and it was so hard because when she got home, the whole family was there, and that's a hard thing to go through. You know what I mean? Like you want those moments for you.
Yeah. And it's like me thinking about it, I'm like, I know it's all good intention. You know what
Yeah,
I
it
mean?
is, and
But
they
it's
they
like,
mean the best, but
yeah.
it's like your mommy heart is going through so much hormonally that you're like, all I need to soothe me is that baby.
Yeah.
Like, I just need that baby.
Aw.
I carried it for 9 months. I just want that connection because
I
it
know.
feels
I'm so
unreal when they're
excited.
born.
I'm so excited to have a baby. I'm
Yeah.
like so excited. I'm so
Mhm.
ready.
Yes,
It's just scary. Like
it
it's
is.
scary because
It's like unreal.
I just don't know what
almost.
my experience is going to be postpartum,
Everyone's so
prepartum.
different.
Like, will I? I don't know. I just it's so scary. Everyone's so different.
Mhm.
But like I said, that's why it's so good having friends, because now I can
Yeah.
come to
A
you,
good
ask you
support
questions.
system
You've been
is
there,
key.
so that's like really good having people around you that are going through the same thing. You know?
Yeah. And you can only like vouch for like what you
Yeah.
go through and stuff. But I just feel like some moms like might feel like the same. Like it's a rough one, especially the first 3 months when you're not sleeping.
Mhm.
Like my husband's like, oh my gosh, like we're gonna do this again. And I'm like,
And you know what?
yes, we are.
The crazy thing is that like when I tell people how like, oh, like my husband and I, we want kids, they're like,
Mhm.
good luck, like I didn't get any sleep. I'm like, why do they always like just
Oh
start
my
going
gosh.
in on all the
I
bad
know the
stuff?
first
It's like, what
3 months
the heck?
are rocky, but you
Mhm.
get through it. Every day gets a little bit harder or a little bit better. Like it's the first 3 months. Like this baby's like you have to think, even though you carry them for 9 months, they're trying to get to know you. It's a new little person. Like
Yeah.
you give birth to it, it comes out of you, and you're like, that was inside of me. Like that was a real thing. Like, oh my
And it's just like,
gosh.
why is the first thing people do is like fear monger? What is that? It makes it like, do you love your kid? Like
Yeah.
you're like you're gonna hate your life. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
Like
what
if
the
I
heck?
could, if my husband would allow me, I would have like 4. I would want 4 kids, but he's like, nope, we can only afford 2, honey.
I've
Only
always said
2.
like 3 or 4. I've always wanted a big
Yes.
family. So God willing, I'll
It's
have
the
3 or 4.
friendships when they get older too. Like I
Yeah.
love that family oriented
Mhm.
kind of thing. Like my mom's one of, I believe 6, 7, 6, 7.
Hey.
It's one of those. So she's
Are we millennials now?
she's she's a lot of family, and even though they have like all their ups and downs, it's like that big like loving family. Like they got each other's backs.
Yeah.
Kind of feeling.
I
So
love
it's
that.
it's nice.
Yeah, because
I'm actually I am the oldest grandchild of, I believe it's now 10 grandkids. The youngest grandchild is 1. And then my son's the first great grandchild. Oh, hi, Bloom.
paid actor.
And so that's the first great grandchild. So they have 11 altogether. And mind you, my grandmas and my grandpas are only in their like 60s. My
Oh,
grandma
wow.
had my mom young, and then my mom's the oldest.
Your
So my
grandparents
mom
are
had
young.
my mom had me young. Yeah, so my mom had me very young.
Mhm.
I'm the only one that beat teenage pregnancy
Period,
out of
though.
the thing. But you know what? It's a blessing in disguise because I know I'm gonna have more children, and then
Mhm.
eventually, down the road, my brother might have more, and then my grandparents will get to experience their great grandkids.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that's really special because it's like the different generations.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's trail back a little bit because I feel like we skipped a step when we were talking about everything from high school. How did you see yourself in high school?
Oh
Like,
my God. Okay. People talk about like peaking in high school and stuff
okay.
like that. I did not peak in high school. I peaked now, I feel like. I have so much self-confidence now, like from making TikTok videos, showing my body more. Like I just feel so much more confident now than I did in high school. You kind of feel like there's like this like idea of how you need to be, how you need to look, how you need to act, the friend groups that are it in high school, and you're like, oh my God, if you're not in that the slightest bit, you're like, oh, I'm an outsider. I'm an outsider. I'm like, no one likes me or whatever. Like
Yes, you're
it's
trying to fit into something that you're
yes, that
not.
I'm not.
And it's like, I feel like so many people from high school have this thought of me because I don't know if I was a nice person in high school, I don't know if I wasn't a nice person in high school. I don't know. But so many people had were like vindictive to me. Like they acted a certain way towards me, and
Mm.
yeah, and I think it had to
The high school
do.
drama was
Yes. And then there's like
it's a
rumors
canon
that get
event.
around, and
Yeah.
I'm like, how, like, why don't you come to the source?
Mhm.
But I don't know if they were scared of the source or if they didn't like the source. I don't know. I only had like a good, strong 5 people that I could really rely on, and now I only have like 1 or 2. So it's
Mhm.
like I don't really know what happened, but it was like you're trying to fit into this like group of like people that like I felt like I couldn't like naturally just be me.
Yeah.
Like, and if I was, like, I was judged. And it wasn't the same. So I
No.
was like, and it's not like that now. Like, I had no confidence. In high school, I used to think, oh my gosh, I'm so fat. I'm so ugly. I'm like so this and that. And I'm like, I wasn't. I'm like, I had this
Mhm.
persona of like how I should be. And it was all BS. It wasn't like
Because it
real.
really comes down to self confidence. Like I was a lot smaller back in high school.
Mhm.
And obviously now like I've gained weight and stuff like that, but I feel even more confident now than I would have
Mhm.
back then. I think it's because you're going to school with the same people all the time. Like that stigma is just like thrown in your face all the time. So you're just like convinced that like something is
Mhm.
wrong with you. I feel like everyone can relate to this somehow, some way. But it's like now that you're on your own and just like maybe it's because like our frontal lobe has developed now. I don't know. But now we're like, wait, like
Let's lead
I'm
it to the
married, my
frontal
husband
lobe.
loves me. Like everybody deserves to be like, feeling themselves, Like I feel
Mhm.
like it doesn't matter anymore. Like it's just like if
And
you're sitting around talking about someone like, oh, they look this way or oh, they gained weight since high school, it's like, get a life. Like, what are you
if
doing?
I would have known now what I did back in the day when I was
Mhm.
in high school, I would have went about it so differently. I would have went about it so differently because like you're in these relationships and you have all these
Mhm.
friends and you're like, oh my god, these are my best friends. I'm gonna marry this man.
Yeah.
No, you're not, sis. Like the chances are very low. Like there is some that do in high school, but the chances are very, very low. Like they're just like something like in the moment,
Mhm.
and that's it. And I just feel like that was like my view. Like that's what I was getting. I don't know if that's real or not. Who knows?
Mhm.
But then I had like some friendships that I just felt like weren't completely real at times.
Mhm.
Like they didn't feel real. It felt like it was a convenience thing.
it was a convenience thing, and also it's
To
like
some,
a
yeah.
something that they want maybe, or
Mhm.
just like to pass time.
I was
But it's
at
high school. We're all
yeah.
kids. Like I couldn't blame them. You know what I mean? But it's crazy how
I
like
could.
those things would like eat you alive. You know what I mean? Those little high
Mhm.
school drama like fights and stupid like room. It would eat you alive. It would
Mhm.
keep you up at night. Like, and now thinking about it, I'm like, oh, I don't care at all. Like
Yeah.
people talking like crap, whatever. Like I don't care.
Yeah.
Like I'm good over here.
Right.
Vacation booked.
Right.
Ring
I'm in my
on.
island,
Like I don't
honey.
exactly. So it's just like it's crazy how those things. But you're a kid. You know that is your whole life. High school.
Yes.
Like you're there for 8 hours a day,
And you think
5
that's
days a
forever.
week,
That's like how
all
it
your
is.
friends. Like so, you're just like convinced that. And people who did like peak in high school, like you can tell the ones that peaked in high school. You can
Mhm.
tell because now you're like, where are they? No Facebook account. I'm like, where are they at?
England,
Like
Europe, Italy. They left. They left, and they're so smart for that.
but they were
Go
like such
you,
like
honey.
big personalities, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
The bullies, like, come on, like everyone,
Mhm.
like, it's unfortunate, but everyone knows the people that are like that, you know what I mean? Which sucks, but yeah, it's just crazy because like I remember when I was in high school, you see people that graduate like 2 years ago come in and visit the teacher. You know what I'm
Mhm.
talking about? Or
Yes.
just come in and like visit, you know? And I'm like, you must miss high school that much.
Yeah, I miss the drama.
You miss the drama?
I don't have any drama in my life anymore. So
Uh-huh.
that's why I watch like Love Island and reality
Drama's
TV
always
because I
tough when
don't
you're not
have any of that.
involved.
And I had a lot of it in high school, and it was stupid things. Usually boy problems and things like that, or like friends that were like honest or real. And I just feel like now I like to watch the drama from the sidelines. Like I want to be like a coach and just kind of like be like whispering, like like you should
Oh
do this
gosh.
instead. Like
Actually, the guidance counselor just leave and just have us come in there and be like,
yes.
girls, what's going on?
Yes, like spill,
What's
clock
tea?
it.
What's tea?
Yep,
What's going
what's
on?
going on? I get that, but like, yeah, I just feel like I was a friend at times in high school to some people, and it wasn't all the time, which was there for convenience. And when their friends weren't there for them, I was. And it made me like kind of like annoyed in a sense because I'm like, I'm only here for you when you want me to be here for you.
Mhm.
Like,
And like back then, we just like kind of dealt with those things and
mhm.
accepted it and just kept on doing the same
Kept
thing.
trucking along.
But it's crazy because now that we're older, it's like I would never take that shit. And it's crazy because like now, my age I am now, 25, turning 26 soon. Like, oh my god, I feel so old. Anyway, I would never take that now. Like back in high school, it would just be like, oh, this person, like whatever, and we would just keep on dealing with it. You know what I mean? But now that you're older, it's like, no, bye. Like
Yeah,
it's
you're
too
cut
much. Like
off.
this is yeah, just like boundaries are so much higher now that we're like out of high school. Like our frontal lobes developed more. We're just older. It's like you don't take that shit anymore. Like and you can like read it so much more clear too, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But back then I feel like we are just like trying to fit in and like trying to like make things work, so we would just like keep on dealing with it, I guess, you know?
Mhm.
But with age it's like your eyes definitely open more just
Yeah.
spotting the bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, I just don't need to take that anymore.
Hmm.
Who am I here to impress?
Right.
Myself.
Because like in high school it's like you go to school and you're forced to be around all these people all the time, you know?
Mhm.
But now in your older life you pick and choose who's around you, you know what I mean, which makes it so nice because you don't have to deal with like the people that are like not good for you.
Yeah, and you know what's like so wild? I've had at least two people that I had a fling with in high school or
Mhm.
like dated in high school message me and literally tell me like they were so sorry for how they treated me because they had a persona of me of
Uh-huh.
how I was based on other people. They didn't actually get to know me because they were scared to even date me because they had this different perspective from whatever rumors their friend told them. So like they've actually apologized that they treated me like that. I'm like, no, it's all good. Like
Well, that's actually really nice that
I'm
they
not
took the
holding anything
time.
about any.
Yeah.
And they message me and they're like, if you ever need to talk, if you ever just need a friend, like let me
Yeah.
know. Like I'm here for you. And they're married and they're like
Yeah.
living their lives and everything, but it's
Yeah.
like it's eye opening for them
It's like
because like
self-reflection too, you
yes,
know.
like
Yeah.
I know I didn't treat this person well, which I
Mhm.
know I had my dues like
Yeah.
of what I've done to people in the past, but like for someone like especially I feel like for a guy to admit their wrongs, I feel like guys sometimes are like
I'm always right.
yeah.
No, she
So
did
for
this
them,
because of that, and it
so
wasn't
for
me.
them
Yeah.
to like come like literally message me out of like nowhere and say like, hey, like I hope you're doing well, like all these nice things. I'm like, oh, that was really like kind of you, and that really like showed your heart in a different
Yeah.
aspect.
I love that.
Yeah.
I did not date too much in high school.
Oh. I say
I
like, oh,
I didn't date too much
we
in high
were
school.
different people.
I met my husband at the very, very end of high school. So yeah, I didn't really date a lot in high school. A lot of my friends did date a lot, so I'd have like their drama, their tea, their like relationship
Mhm.
issues. Like I would hear stuff, and I'm kind of like, oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. But yeah, I didn't date too much in high school. Yeah, I was very like self conscious back in high school. I feel like I was very not sure of myself, not confident. I feel like, but yeah, looking back on it, I like what I am now is confidence. Like, yeah, we all have our days, but it's just so much different than it was
Confidence
back
is just like
then.
a within you type
Yeah.
of thing too.
What's helped so much is TikTok, literally. Like I'm posting on TikTok for everyone to see, everyone to judge. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you're like, I
And
just
it's like
have
I
to
don't
let
care.
free.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. I'm getting on there. I'm showing my little cutie outfit,
Yeah.
and I'm calling it a day.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I'm having fun, leave me alone.
Exactly.
Get on my face.
And like it gave me so much confidence, just like talking to a screen.
Mm-hmm.
Like it gave me so much confidence because it's like you're being perceived by everybody. So it's like in your real life, you're like, oh, okay, I don't care about anything anymore because like everyone's already seen it all. You know what I mean? Like I don't know
Right.
how to explain it, but like TikTok has given me so much confidence.
Yeah.
Just like posting, like because you know you're always
And
wanting to
that's
get the
awesome for
perfect
you.
angles and like
Yeah.
you know, but
I've been wanting to get into that and everything, and I'm like, I want to like post my like daily things of what I do with my kid, but then I'm like already on the couch and it's like 10:45, and I'm like, I haven't even got dressed yet. I'm like, I am just sitting here drinking my coffee,
but like
having
people
my
love
avocado
the like
toast.
people love the real and raw though. They do.
Yes.
They love the real and raw.
Me and my
Like
no
my
bra just
favorite
sitting on my
comfort
couch.
my favorite comfort creators are the ones who are just like woke up, look crazy. They don't care. They're just cleaning their house regular because I can relate to them. You know what I mean?
Yes.
People
It's
that
not
look all like
staged.
dolled up every single day and they're like, okay, come with me in my Lamborghini to go to Whole Foods and spend $800 on groceries and let's go to Balenciaga and get a purse.
Me over here spending 100 at Aldi. Shout
But
out
like
to
I
Aldi.
I love the ones that are so relatable because it's like okay, like I feel like I can relate to you with a lot of things that are going on in your life, or just like regular stuff, like grocery trips, like whatever. I
Just
can
being
relate
like
to that.
bougie on a budget.
Right. Period. People always think I'm bougie.
They do think
call
you're
me
bougie. And I can tell you why they
Wait,
think
who
you're bougie, Kayla. I can
Oh
tell
my
you.
god. Don't be pocket watching.
So a lot of people think you're bougie is because you do so many hauls. They're like, oh my gosh, they love watching you do your hauls because like when I go shopping with my friends, I mean like we're like grabbing things and then we're putting things away, and then we're grabbing things and we're like, I'm putting it away. We're like, do we really need it? I don't think I need it. So we put it away. Whereas like when we're watching your TikToks and you're doing these hauls, you're like pulling out like all these things and they're like, oh my gosh, like where does she get all this stuff from? And I'm like, it's just Kayla. She's living her best life. Like let her just live, guys. Like come on. But I love it. I'm like, if I want to spend some money, I take Kayla because I'm like, she'll tell me a good reason why I should spend the money.
There's always a good reason. It brings you happiness, buy it. You like it, buy it.
Yeah.
You're sad, definitely buy it. Like for me, it's just like I love shopping. I love fashion. And there were so many things I used to avoid like in high school and like around that time where I was like, I can't wear that. I can't do that. But now I have all this confidence. I'm like, I'm gonna buy it and I'm gonna wear it and I'm gonna make it look cute and it's gonna happen for me. You know what I mean? So that and also I'm a very emotional spender.
Yeah.
I'm a very emotional spender. Like if I'm going through something or I'm feeling overwhelmed, anxiety, like I'm at a Target. I'm at a Marshalls. I know I need to be better about it, but like
You're
I just
fine.
love.
It's clothing therapy.
It really is. Shopping,
really
like
is.
retail therapy, is so real.
Yeah.
Like it's so real. I don't. There's like no other way to explain it. It's just so real. And like in my head, I'm like, oh well, this will be content.
Yeah.
Right. This will be content. Yeah. It'll be a write off. Making no money from
Right
it.
off. Don't worry, we'll come to you guys with some hauls one day.
Yeah,
We'll have some fun.
I've gotten
with
a lot
it.
better. I did a huge closet clean out, so
Yeah.
now I'm like, okay, like I have all this stuff I need to wear. I found things were still had tags on them,
Oh, wow.
and I was like, you got to get this shit together. We got to like figure something out. So I'm trying to do this thing where I only buy things I absolutely need or like that I need in my closet. You know what I mean? I don't need to be buying 5 different white tops that all look the same. You know, they just get lost in my closet. So yeah, that's like no more thing. Less hauls coming. Less hauls. I promise.
Less hauls, guys, I guess.
Okay, yeah. So
Big
back
sad.
back to like high school friendships, like creating friends like after high school. Like what is what is your vibe about that? Like, do you feel like you have more friendships now outside of high school, or do you feel like you
Yes.
have less?
I have a lot more friends now.
I
Like,
feel like I do too.
I just feel like there's no judgment. Like, and it's crazy because some of the friends I have now, I'm like, girl, I would have second looked, I would have overlooked you. You were too bubbly for me. Like, I was rigged in high school. I would have came off to you probably as mean. But like, I'm like, I have like, so I have my college friends that I met when I was in college, and I mean, like, these were my best friends. Like, and they know they're gonna probably watch this and be like, oh my god, it's me. They're talking about me. But I mean, like, that friendship was so pure because we were all going through the same thing all the time. And we would go every single day. We had this giant gap in between breaks. So we'd go to like Starbucks, and then we go to Target, and then we go like to all these things, and then we come back. I know, doesn't it sound great? and then we come and then we come back to like class with each other and stuff. And we were always late with our coffees, and we were always laughing, and we were always putting each other's like same group and everything. But it was like, and we stayed together for a long time. Like, I became one girl's friend because we had to dissect like a mouse, which was, why do I have to do that when I'm going into education? It's gross. Like, nasty. Well, I had to do that, and I'm over here gagging and crying at the same time because I'm like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
And I could tell the girl that I was in a group with, one of the girls was like hardcore judging me because I didn't like it. But then this other girl, she was vibing with me. She's like, I don't like this either. Like, you're both like gagging, throwing up, crying at the same time. So then we became friends. Another girl in another class. This is such a funny story. I can't wait to tell it. So I was in this math class with this one girl, and I thought her name was Michelle. So like for 5 weeks, I was calling her Michelle. And the teacher got, like, we had to do proposals in front of the class. And he's like, okay, like, I'm just going to name drop her name. She doesn't even care. They're like, Carissa, can you get up and, like, tell everyone, like, what you're, like, can you come in and do that?
Oh my
and I'm sitting there like, that's Michelle. And I'm like, and so when she sat back down and we got out of class, I'm like, I've been calling you Michelle for 5 weeks. And you said nothing. She's like, I didn't want to correct you. And I'm like, dude, I was calling you Michelle.
And she didn't want to correct you. What the heck?
But she laughs about it to this day. And I still tell this story to people that don't know to this day because I think it's so funny. I'm like, this girl, like, let me call her Michelle for 5 weeks. Like,
oh, she's a
her name's not even close to Michelle.
She's a kind spirit.
She really is. She's the bubbly one. And then we found another friend too who was just sitting alone, and we just kind of like added to our friend group, and it was so much fun. Like, we've all been in each other's weddings. We've all been to each other's weddings.
That.
Like, we've all been bridesmaids with each other. Like, it's one of those like relationships that like grows with you. And not all of us stayed in education, but like we have kids, we have families, we all like I'm going with them to like Fair Oaks in like a few days. Like, we still get together whenever we can, like to rekindle that. And then I have so I have that friend group. And then I also have my friend, like me and you are like rekindled from high school. And then I have my friend group with my husband's friends. All of their girlfriends and me are all friends. So we have like our own little like friend group and things like that.
Yeah.
We chat and everything like that. And I think I see that friend group the most because my husband's really close with his friends.
Okay.
Really close. Like, we plan parties together, 4th of July. It's like my husband and his best friend are a day apart. And so like this like last May, we me and his girlfriend like threw them kind of like a surprise birthday party.
Yeah.
And they did like a whole thing at the house and everything. So like we treat them like almost like as their twins sometimes when it comes to things like that for their birthdays. We're like, let's just do it together.
That's cute.
But we're so close in that way. And that's what I love about it is like I have all these different groups that are like splurged.
Yeah.
And there's different vibes in each one, but I like the different vibes. I like to be all my personalities at different times.
Yeah. For me, I'm like, I wish my husband was more like close to his friends. He has a lot of like gaming friends. My husband loves video games. So a lot of his friends will like talk for hours and they have a friendship, but it's like all like on the game, you know? They'll like see him at work, but they won't really like hang out much. They'll just like get on the game, you know? Which having a gamer,
that should be a thing. Get on the game. Yeah, my husband's a gamer.
That is something else. Yeah. The yelling that I hear, you would think if you're my next door neighbor in my apartment, you'd think I'm getting hit or something, probably. Because he yells like no one's freaking like, he's like always cursing and yelling at the game. It's like, actually, he's like, you want to have, he's like, I'm going to get on the game. You going to do something? I was like, yeah, I'll probably like do some like crafts or something. I can't even enjoy it because he's like yelling and screaming, like bloody murder. He's like, oh my god, and like hitting everything, and I'm like, oh my god, like
Yeah.
I can't, like what the
My
heck?
husband used to be really loud with his gaming
Mhm.
until we had a baby, and then he
Yeah.
was getting really loud, and I had to like call him, and I'm like, hey man, like there's a
Chill.
baby sleeping next door to you.
Yeah, you gotta chill.
He usually plays his video games down here, and we never hear him. Like
Oh,
he'll
okay,
just
nice.
like spontaneously like
That's
leave to the
why-
basement, and I'm
yeah.
like, where'd he go? But you know what? Sometimes it's a blessing in disguise when you've been with someone and then you have a child with someone. Sometimes they annoy you, and you're like, can you go somewhere? Like, please,
now.
respectfully leave.
Like my husband's very like, he's not quiet, he's just like more to himself. So if you meet him, he's like more to himself. Like he'll like speak to you and stuff, but you can tell that he's very like distant until he like gets to kind of know you, you know?
Yes, that's how my
And
husband is.
people automatically always think that like he's like so chill and stuff, but no, he's a rage baiter.
Mhm.
Certified rage baiter. Certified rage baiter. Like he's something else, but I love him so much. And like we feed off each other. Like sometimes he's like my calm,
Mhm.
and then I'm his like outgoing. You know what I mean? We pull off the best
Mhm.
in each other, so it like works
Yeah, because
perfectly.
me and my husband are like polar opposites.
Yeah.
Like we're not even.
But that's what makes it work so well.
Yeah, we're nothing like each
Because
other.
when you're the same, you're like bumping heads constant. You know what I mean? But I feel like when you're different, it's like you lean into the other for different things
Yeah.
that you can't give yourself, I guess.
Like if I'm looking for someone to push me to do something,
Mhm.
that's definitely him.
Yeah.
If I'm looking for someone who's like very down to heart and needs an empathetic moment, that's gonna be me.
Yeah, well, my husband's like kind of like the same, I guess. Like for me, it's like I'll like tell him about something going on. I'm like, I just feel so bad. Like, am I in the wrong? And he's like, no. Like he will go in. You know what I mean? He's
Oh,
like,
I
why didn't you
love
do
that.
more? Why didn't you do more? I would have done this and blah blah blah. He's like, forget them. Like he's like very much like a
I
like,
love that.
yeah,
What, like a hype man? We got a hype man in the
yes,
house.
yeah, he is. Yes, and he loves like all my little different endeavors. You know, my like we'll be out and about. And he's like, oh, this is good content. Get a video of this, like for your video. Like it's just cute. It's cute, and he's like into things that I'm into. Like I'm a big Disney person, and we went to Disney for the first time a couple years ago, and he's into it too now.
Mm-hmm.
He loves it just like I love it, and we go often, and it's fun. It's so fun. Like
Yeah,
you just went.
I just went to Disney,
Oh my
and
god.
I loved it. It was a very, very hot one, guys. Very hot one. My
You need to
husband
go in
like.
the yeah. You need to go like more in like the fall or early. So you can
Yeah,
really
it's
enjoy
hard to
it.
schedule a school because I never
I
have those
know.
break periods, you know. But my husband likes to call, it's called Disney World. He likes to call it Disney Line because he's impatient and can't wait 30 minutes to get on a ride.
Oh my
So
god.
that's how my husband takes Disney. He's like, maybe it'll be more fun when he's older and stuff. I'm like, yeah, when he like we don't have to hold him. I think my husband would get antsy like because we'd have to hold Brad to get on the rides. And Rhett wants, like, if you put him down, he wants to, like, shove an ant in his mouth or, like,
God.
eat a rock. So it was like, we had to, like, watch him 24/7 because this kid is pretty fast. Like, sometimes we'll be like, looking at him, we're like, what is he eating? We're like, where did he get that? Like, where did he find that one piece?
I know. Just earlier today, he almost tipped over a candle.
Was holding 2 lighters in his hand.
We were playing swords with it, actually.
Yeah.
And then he got a hold of a wine glass.
Yes.
And was like, I'm gonna drop this. Come
Yeah,
get it.
like was
yeah.
just holding the
Like-
wine glass like casually like this, and we're like, and all as we're trying to like.
He was
set
rage
up.
baiting us.
Yeah, and I'm like,
For
I called my
sure.
husband. I'm like, are you ready to come get him and take him to the store? Because he's doing too much for me.
Yeah, but when you told me you were first going to Disney, I was so excited because I wanted
Yeah.
to like experience what I experienced. But like sometimes
is so
people will go and they're
magical.
like, I don't really care for it. I'm like, what? How?
It's so magical.
Like it is so magical. and
I
it's
wish I
so
could have went on more of
fun.
the adult rides,
Yeah.
like if you on the bigger ones, but because I wanted to go on Tron and things like
Oh
that.
my god.
But it's just so hard when you have a baby. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, I don't want to leave my husband, and my husband don't want to leave me. So it's
Yeah.
like, and you want to go experience those things together.
Yeah.
So like me and my husband are like, can someone watch the kid for like 30
Yeah.
minutes while we get on this ride?
Next time you go, you need to get like the I don't think it's called Lightning Lane anymore, but
I had to
like
get a Disney nanny.
no, for real. But it's like I forget what it's called, but basically I think I'm used to Lightning Lane. It's called a Lightning Lane to me. But it's where you like pay extra and you get to like put little time slots in for rides. So like you ride with the ride at like 6 p.m. and like you're good to go in. You go right through. Like it's a time slot that way you're able to enjoy all the rides.
That's so nice.
Yeah, and it's not that bad. It's not that expensive. But like
Yeah.
the bigger your family, I can definitely see it being more expensive.
Yeah.
But we do that every single time, and it just guarantees that we get to go on each ride at least once, and we're not like rushing or waiting in line. So that really helps. But definitely going when it's not as hot. For sure too, because I bet you were like,
Yes, we were dying to go. But
yes,
I think like our next time, like we like Disney, but I really want to go to Epcot. I just really want to
yes.
go to Epcot. But next Disney trip, my parents will probably go with us, or my
Mhm.
husband's parents will probably go with us. So like, which will be nice because I'm like, we could be like, hey, we're gonna run and do this. Can you watch Rhett? And
Yeah.
they'll be like, yeah. So then we'll run and like do whatever we want to
Mhm.
do. You know, it's hard when it's
Yeah.
just you as the parents, and like you get no help when you're
Yeah.
at the parks by yourself. You know,
Mhm.
so.
And then he got in for free, right?
Mhm.
Which is so nice. That's why I'm like, I want to go as many times as I can before my kid turns 2, because I feel like then I can just like get all those little memories in. Because I want to have their first birthday party at Disney, like their first birthday party like trip, I guess you could say.
Yes, that's
You know,
so
like I
cute.
want to have like their birthday like brunch, like at one of the restaurants that has like the character dining and stuff. Like,
Yeah,
how cute would that be?
because even my husband, like my husband's like big on like he's not gonna remember, and I'm like,
But we
I
are.
didn't remember when I was 11 and went. Like I have
The
little
first
bits of
birthdays are for
memories.
the parents.
I'm like, it's never for, and my husband's like, that's so selfish. But I'm like, it's a memory. Like I have him. Like it's something I'm gonna
Yeah.
hold on to
And
until
also like a
he's
congratulations to
old.
you, because it's like you complete a whole year of like doing
Yes,
the damn
and
thing.
yeah, so it's
Yeah.
like I appreciated those moments with him, and he really did light up when he seen certain things. Like he loved
Yeah.
watching the like light up parade and all the things. It was really
So
cute.
cute. And we're going again in October. We're going to Epcot and Magic Kingdom. I have a friend actually that just moved. So, and she has a baby, and her baby's about to turn 1. So, I'm going to go over there. We're going to the birthday party, going to hang out with her for a little bit. Jenna, if you're watching this, shout out to you. But yeah, we're gonna go over there, and then after that, we're gonna just make a little road. It's like an hour away, I think, from where she lives. But we're gonna go to Disney for the next couple days, just spend some time there. But I'm so excited. I'm excited to see how it looks like in the fall and like the whole Halloween, how everything is like decorated for Halloween. Like I feel like seasonally they do the best. Seasonally, they're the best decoration seasonally. They always hit so good. But yeah,
It's
Disney
so much
Disney is
fun.
where it's at. It's where it's
It
at.
is.
So, what are some things? Okay, so now that we're like 25, how old are you again?
I'm
Tell the
27.
people.
I'm 27.
Yeah, so she's older.
I'm an
No,
old,
I'm 25.
you
I
know.
turned 26 though next month, August 6th. I turned 26. But what are some things that you feel like no one warned you about? Like as like you're growing up. Like yeah,
Wow.
there's the typical stuff that people are like, oh, like bills and oh blah blah. But like, what are
But
the
I feel like
things that
people
no one
warned you
warned
about that. You know what I mean? Like
you?
people are like, "Oh, wait till you're an adult.
Uh-huh.
Like wait till you have this responsibility." And I feel like, as a woman, these are things that people no one really warned you about. Like, for example, like I have endometriosis, so like I didn't even know that was a thing until it was a thing for
Yeah.
me. And that's what stinks because no one knows, no one teaches you any of that, no one tells you anything like
And
that.
I have
Like,
PCOS. And I
yeah.
also, I'm like, I have what? And then I tell people, they're like, you have COSTE? I'm like, what? No, I have PCOS. They're like,
What are we announcing the
oh,
alphabet?
okay.
Yeah, and it's like those things that no one prepares you for,
Mhm.
you know? And my endometriosis was very traumatic in the beginning because they didn't know what it was. At the hospital I went to, they named about 5 different things that it could
Mhm.
be. So when my mom heard endometriosis, we went to a specialist up in Chicago, and that's where I had my son. I've had to have laparoscopic surgeries because my endometriosis is a little more severe to remove things, and I feel like no one prepared me for that because I gained about 60 pounds from this endometriosis. And what was crazy is so my husband proposed to me, and we knew I was getting a little bigger, and we didn't really say anything about it. And my mom knew it too. My mom even says to this day, like, I knew you were getting bigger and didn't say anything. And she was, and I feel like that's a part on me. And I'm like, no, it's not though. I'm like, you didn't know something was wrong. You can't
Yeah.
just suggest that something's wrong when someone gains weight.
Mhm.
And so I was gaining all this weight. We did not know what was going on. We're like, this is so random. Like my fiance, now my husband, actually hired a personal trainer for me. I was seeing a personal trainer
Uh-huh.
at least once a week. She was giving me, like, I'd work out there. She was telling me what to eat, everything like that. And I was gaining weight while seeing her. So it made no sense. Like, this made no sense. And then I had an episode where I fell over at work, and it got really extreme real fast. And that's when I found out I had endometriosis, and that a lot of this could be contributing factors. So like now it's just trying to navigate life with
Mhm.
endometriosis and trying to find things that work for me. And I even looked up like an endometriosis like diet to like help me
Yeah.
out because a lot of it's inflammation, bloating, you know what endobelly is. It's a lot of those things that like really like factor in.
Hmm.
But at the same time, like, I'm sorry, that endometriosis diet looks like nasty. I'm
Like
like,
actual shit.
I am not eating like pinto beans with some
With
like
a side of
with
cabbage.
cashews. I'm sorry, I'm not eating that. So I'm like, I just take like certain things to like help like benefit me at the end. But
Yeah.
I think my end all be all is I'm gonna have to get a hysterectomy down the road, and I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to get these things because of the pain I'm in. And it's like random pain. And I feel for the women who have endometriosis and who go through that battle because everyone's is different on how they experience it.
Hmm.
So I can only go by like what my experience was with it, and it's a rough roller coaster to go through because you
Yeah.
don't know when you're gonna have an episode. You don't know when the next thing is gonna happen. Like,
And like I told you, like I have PCOS, but I have like a really weird case of PCOS. Like they were kind of telling me, like, oh, you have it, you don't have it, you do have it. Like when I would get ultrasounds,
mhm.
they never saw any cysts, like in my uterus. They never saw anything. But they were like, oh, well, we think you still have it, even though you're not showing
And
any
that's so
cysts.
annoying that like
Yeah.
it's back and forth. Like, can you
Mhm.
just be so
Yeah,
for
like, do
real
I
with
have it or do I
me?
not? Like,
Yeah.
I had really like regular cycles when I was like younger, when I first got my period, blah blah blah. And like as I started getting older, I noticed it would get longer and then like longer, and now it's like once every 2 months I get a cycle. Like it's ridiculous.
Mhm.
And like weight loss does help it a lot, which I have lost weight from taking a GLP-1. But at the end of the day, like PCOS makes it hard to conceive, makes it hard to have
Mhm.
kids, which sucks, which I know endo can too.
Yes.
So that's one of those things where no one ever thinks about that. Like literally, when I started thinking about having kids, I was like, oh, it's just gonna happen for me, and it's gonna be like so easy. You
Mhm.
know, I didn't know. You
There's some
know,
people that like can't conceive, and it's
yeah.
like I don't ever understand it. Sometimes I get like frustrated with like people, like some people, you know, they have all these children and like some people don't deserve them. And I'm like,
Yeah.
and then there's people that like struggle to have kids
Hmm.
and like they deserve
Yeah.
the ultimate child. Like, and it gets you
Yeah.
frustrated and mad because you're like, men don't have to go through this. Like,
Yes.
why do I have to go through this? Like,
Mhm.
no one told me that it was going to be this hard.
Yeah. It's
Literally.
just literally, I've just been like leaning into like my religion, just trying to like lean more
Hmm.
into God. Like I don't have all the answers, you know. I'm never
Yes,
gonna
I
know. I'm
get
never
that.
gonna know anything. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to like lean into like it's all in like God's timing, and like I can't do anything but do the best that I can right now in this moment, you know? And
Hmm.
like I feel like I don't see a world where I don't have kids.
Yes,
So I feel like
I
it's
get
gonna
that.
happen for me. It's just
Oh, it
a
is.
matter of time, you know what I mean?
Her.
Something I lit- something I literally saw like a quote about or whatever. It's like sometimes the life that you're living is someone else's dream life. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like it's so
Yes.
easy to be like, I wish I had this, I wish I had that. But people out there are like wishing they had what you had. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So it's really easy to feel like you're always like wanting more instead of looking what you have right now. You know what I mean? Like
Appreciating the little
yes,
things, like,
that's what
cause
I try to do more often. I'm like, yeah, I'm
yeah,
going through a lot of other things right now in my life, but at least I have like my health. I have my
yes.
husband, I have my family, you know, my
Hmm.
home, my little closet of my clothes I get to put together, you know, cute
Hmm.
outfits. I have my little social media family, like my friends. Like it's easy to be like, oh my God, like I wish I had, you know what I mean? But like it
And I
puts
feel
things
like
in
it can
perspective
be
for
like
sure.
so selfish of us
Hmm.
at times. You know what I mean? I catch myself being like so selfish on like things that I wish I had, other than appreciating what I have.
Yeah.
And I think that's just how reality is. Like, it's
Mhm.
about like accepting that you can't have it all.
Yeah.
You can only have the things like you could dabble in a few things, but
Hmm.
you can't have the best of both worlds. I can't live on a beach on the coast with my giant house with my giant fluffy dog. I
Yeah.
can't. Like, that's not reality.
Right. And I
Like,
can't be at Disney every day.
yeah, like,
Like my husband and I sometimes are like, "Ugh, there's something to do. Oh, you just go to Disney and go out to eat like dinner. It'd be so nice, wouldn't it? And like,
mhm,
it's just, yeah, it's just not like that. We live too far away from it. So, but when we do go, it does
mhm,
like mean a lot more because we've been missing it for so long, you know? But like, that brings me back into like falling behind.
mhm.
Like, there's people we went to high school with, they're literally doctors now, right? Like, kudos to freaking them. But then it makes me feel like, holy crap, what am I doing with my life?
I know a few people who are still like trying to find their way and what they want to do in life, and
Yeah.
that's perfectly fine. Like, there's always a plan of when you want to do
Yeah.
things, you know,
Mhm.
and it's always driven by you. It's a
Mhm.
you time frame, not a them time frame. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, they go by, you go by your own pace of your own drum kind of system.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I even think of like my job, for instance, is like my job is very relaxed and easygoing. Like
Mhm.
I could not see myself being a doctor now. I could not see myself being a dentist now. I'm an art teacher, so like
And I love that.
my job is to have fun.
Literally just today, I
My
brought her a bunch of little cute goodies for her classrooms. I'm living through her because I love that.
like my job is to literally have fun.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to pick something that makes something happy for you,
Mhm.
that makes you feel
Yeah.
enriched. Because some I go to work and there's people that I've seen over years that like don't enjoy fully what they do to the fullest,
Yeah.
and I'm over here like I got no complaints. Like I love what I do.
By
I
the
really
way,
love what
though,
I do.
the most dangerous people in a workplace are the ones that are not happy.
Yeah.
They're miserable.
Yeah. And sometimes I feel like some people have tendencies to bring others down, but
Yes.
like I feel like I try
And
my
that's
best
any
to like
workplace.
yeah, like
Any
and
workplace.
sometimes you get in that almost headset yourself, like where
Mhm.
you kind of like feel like, oh, like I see it on that perspective too.
Mhm.
And then you got to remember what you got and
Yeah.
what you're in for it,
Mhm.
you're doing for it,
Yeah.
And I personally love my job. I tell people that all the time. I'm like, I love what I do.
Mhm.
I love sitting there and seeing a child.
I work retail, by the way. I work retail at your local hardware store. I'm not really gonna say the name, but
Yeah. Give her some inspo of what she should do, because
yeah, I don't
she's
know.
a very creative,
Yeah.
like she's not a jack of all trades but a hoe of all hobbies. Like
Period.
yeah.
I love that.
So we need something for her that fits that category for
Yeah.
life. You know what I mean? And that's why I knew I was a creative person. I knew that I loved children.
Yeah.
So that's why I went into what I went into.
Mhm.
Because I'm like, I can do this.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think what I'm gonna do, like what I really want to do, is be a substitute teacher.
That would be fun.
Because I feel like it's like it's like having my cake and eating it too. That makes sense. Like I'm not having to go through the schooling, but I'm still having to like, be able to cosplay. I guess you could say, and it kind of like would work with my schedule. I'm able to pick what days I want to pick up and stuff like that. And I do love kids. I love being around kids. So I feel like that could be like a fun little like side gig that I do a couple days out of the week, maybe, or something,
Right.
And then I do have a couple friends that are actually teachers.
Okay.
So I'm like, hey, I can sub for you.
Yeah.
In your district.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like that's something I'm leaning kind of into, but I just don't know what I want to do. Like right now, I love doing this. I love like creating some kind of content. Like I love TikTok, I love this. And like yeah, I don't have like a million followers, but like it's just fun to do. It's like a hobby, you know what I mean? And who knows where it's going to take off. Sometimes people make the dumbest videos and they get millions of likes. And you're like, what?
I could definitely see you owning like some type of like antique boutique
Ooh.
where you have like a bunch of different things that you like
Uh-huh.
collect over time or that you get, and then like I get to see you decorating the models in there and like the mannequins
Yeah.
and everything like that, and like going around and like seeing a woman and being like, oh, I have something for you. Like I know just looking
That's
at you.
cute.
You know what I mean?
You
It's
know what I
like
just thought about right now?
there's a lot of planning for that, but I could definitely see you in that area.
This is a new business, like a new business proposition I'm giving this girl right now. What if we like rented out our own space in like an antique mall, like the ones that you can like rent out a booth?
Yeah, like there's one in Highland.
Yeah,
that I really
yeah.
they've always
And
have a
we
booth.
should do like a little one and like start like thrifting items or whatever.
Ooh,
and
stay
like
tuned. We
do-
might have
that
something in
could
the
be
water
really cool. That could be really
That
cool.
would be really cool.
So I feel like we could like that would just be so fun. Like I love doing different little. I like having my hands in a lot of different things.
Yeah, dabbling.
That's the hard part about finding one thing that I'm like, okay, this is my career. You know what I mean? Because I just want to be all over the place. So I feel like I'm, like you said, jack of all trades, hoe of hobbies, or something.
Hoe of all hobbies.
No, just hoe, and that's it. Yeah, but like it's hard. It's hard figuring out what you want to do. I feel like I've had a quarter life crisis like at least 8 times now, where I'm like, what am I doing? Like, oh my gosh, like my husband, he works in the mill, so he has his like career going. That's what he's doing with his life. And like for me, it's just like I feel like I'm like falling behind. Like I feel like I don't know what I want to do. I feel like I have to have something like concrete, like this is my job, to feel like I've like made it and I'm done. So I kind of feel like me doing a bunch of different things kind of makes me look like I'm very undecisive and all over the place. But in reality, I just like doing different things, like all over the place.
Right.
Like my job, I wouldn't say I'm like fulfilled. I mean, it's retail. Who's fulfilled in retail? I would love to work at like anthropology or something. I would be fulfilled. If we had one down here, I'd be broke. Hauls every day. Hauls every day. But yeah, so it's just like trying to figure out what I want to do. That's the hardest part. So I feel like that's where a lot of my like quarter life crisis like
Because
come
like when
into play.
people like leave high school, they're like, oh, I want to do this. Like
Mhm.
when I left high school, I didn't want to be an art teacher. I didn't want to be a teacher at all. I wanted to be an animal conservist. I can't even think I say. I'm not even saying it right.
Wait,
An animal. What's it called?
conservation?
Yes, an animal conservationist is what I wanted to be. But
Aw.
I went
I
to my
could see you
first.
doing it. With the
Yeah.
bangs, I could see you doing it, girl.
Yes. So I wanted to, like, my hopes and dreams. I do love wildlife. Like, I have a bird feeder up front, and I probably fill it every day. And like, I'm gonna go broke feeding these birds because they like. I kid you not, there's like 25 birds out in my front yard. Anyway, I love animals, and so in the state of Indiana, or like I don't know if this is other states as well, I've kind of noticed over time that if you see a deer get hit by like a car or anything like that, they kind of just sit on the side of the road, and you know they can't move or anything, and you have to call, you call someone, and they don't come and pick them up; they come put them out of their misery. Because deers are a very populated animal, which I get, but I wanted to be that, I wanted to own my own little like little bus kind of situation, or like van where you come pick up these animals and you help them. Because I don't know how many times I'd stop on the side of the road and I just cry looking at the deer that's just sitting there like,
I know. And the
like,
people that go and they hit him again, I'm like, what is wrong with you?
I'm like just sitting there and I'm like, I'm just gonna cry for you because I don't know what else to do.
You can tell when people do that. When the yeehaws with the trucks, and they like purposely just keep hitting. I'm like, come on, like he's like terrible. Like why?
Yeah, like, and
so
I've
weird.
saved a few animals before. Like I actually, like when I first moved into my new house, we watched a turtle lay eggs into like this really hard dirt underneath rocks. I'm like, there's no way these turtles are gonna be able to get out. So I dug them up and I actually I put them in a little incubator and I hatched a bunch of little baby turtles. And then I released them into the lake. And then there was a time I seen a chipmunk fall from a tree, and I'm like, oh, I gotta save it. Coming home with me. You're coming home. And I did. And I took it to a rehab center, and they saved it and put it back in the wild. So I just always had that calling. But then I went to my first biology class.
Oh God! And you're like, oh no, actually.
Went to my first biology class, and within 2 weeks of being in biology, I learned that a pea plant is a fruit. And he's like, we have a big test coming up, and I'm like, have you ever heard someone talk before and you're like, can you speak in English?
Yes, anatomy and physiology.
Like where they're talking in such broad terms that you're like,
no.
Por favor.
Girl, I like was going to school for nursing and I survived a semester.
Yeah, like
one
that
semester.
stuff's hard. So I was like, I came home, midlife crisis. I was like, what am I going to do with my life? How am I going to navigate this now? So then me and my mom had to sit down and figure out what I was going to do. And that's when we switched to teaching. And then if all fails, I am your next police officer, guys.
Oh my God.
I was like, you know how cool it'd be to be fit? But I'm like, I don't know if I'm in the fit category now. But I'm like, how fun would it be fit to like run around and like
which
bad
is
guys.
My next thing. I'm like,
living my superhero
this just
dreams.
made me think of something. I don't understand that. You have to be super fit to get into the police academy, but you have to stay fit. Because some of the ones that roll up in my window, oh baby, no.
You don't want.
I'm like, I could run right now, and you would be like tired looking at me.
Yeah, so there needs to be some updated training, like the whole like the whole cops and donuts thing is really like true. It's the truth, because like my husband has to do up-to-date training. Like my husband's a fireman, so he has to do up-to-date training. He has to go through these like tunnels and all these things and go through like he has to get blood work done. So I don't know if the police have to do the same thing, but like
I mean,
my husband is in his like 30s and he says I'm in my prime, and I'm like, I'm so glad you're in your prime.
You would think that, but then you look at some of them and I'm like, how are you still here? Like what is going on?
What are you saving?
Right. Because like my husband works at the mill and he has to get blood work done and he has to get things to make sure he's okay to do what he does. So my, at least they could do is definitely get blood work done.
Maybe we need to have a police officer on here to come ask some questions.
But actually, you're both fucking arrested.
You're going to jail.
But actually, she's a police officer too, so watch her mouth. Let's talk a little bit about where we're at now in life. Like, where are we at? What are we doing? What are our goals? Like, what's our home life kind of look like?
5-year plan.
Huh? A 5-year plan.
5-year plan.
My husband and I actually want to move to Florida.
That is so
We've
cool.
been like thinking about that. Moving to Florida, like I just feel like in Indiana, there's just like I feel like we're always having to travel so far to do things. So far. And it's like I just want to be somewhere where it's like there's always something to do.
I know.
You know what
Sometimes
I
I look at my
mean?
parents and I'm like, why'd you have me here?
No, I was born in Florida, first off.
Oh, so do you have family in Florida?
Yeah, I have a little bit of family in Florida. My dad's in Florida. I have an aunt in Florida.
So why Indiana?
My grandparents moved here. My mom kind of followed them.
Okay.
So, and then we all just kind of like settled roots here. You know, I made friends. My mom, you know, met people in her life, and we just kind of like settled in. We just never. I don't know if it was ever supposed to be like
Replanted
temporary,
yourselves, yeah.
but I mean, years later, here we are. You know, I moved
Right.
here when I was 8 or 9, I believe. And now my husband, you know, was born here. So we just kind of like had concrete plans. And like, I guess the scary part is thinking about like, oh my God, I'm not gonna be next to all my like friends and family or whatever, you know. But it really is a plane ride away. You know what I mean? And if we find ourselves in
Yeah.
Florida already a couple times a year for like Disney and stuff, like we can find ourselves here a couple times a year. You
Yeah,
know what
because I
mean?
told
So-
my husband, we actually had this conversation in the car last night. We were talking about, we were just driving, about living other places. And my husband's very rooted here. He's very, very rooted. He doesn't want to leave family, doesn't want to leave friends. Whereas I'm like, where we going?
Yeah.
Where we going? And so I even told him, I said, Nick, if you were to like look at me and be like, I don't want to live here anymore, I'd be like, where are we going? Like, I'll go. Like I told him I would like if I like when me and Nick talk about like what country we think we should have lived in and what Nick's like Nick's a very American man, like he's like I was made for this country or something like that. And I'm like
America.
I know, right? And
Ladies and gentlemen,
start your engines.
Oh my God.
And I would love to live in England. I would love to live in Europe, somewhere over there. Like I just feel like that's like my calling. That's my like my area. And I've never even been there.
That's like far out. I thought you were gonna tell me maybe like Georgia.
Yeah, no.
Holy crap. That's like far.
Now if I told my husband like if you were supposed to move somewhere in the United States, he already knows where I would live. And every time I tell someone this, they're like, wait, what? Like
Nebraska?
No.
Wyoming?
No.
Alabama?
Washington.
Oh wait, no, it's beautiful over there.
I would live in
is
Washington.
So rainy though.
I like that. And that's what a lot of people don't get from me is they're like, you know, a lot of people like
Okay, Bella.
a lot of people cue the Twilight. A lot of people don't know that about me because every time I say that, people are like, wow, that took me for a curve. Like I didn't think that. So that's where like that's something that no one really knows about me. I don't like hot heat, nothing. I don't like snow's all right. I like my favorite times of the year is when it's fall and it's cold and it's damp and it's wet and there's a breeze. And I can hear the birds and the animals outside. I'm like, if I could
smell the pumpkin spice, right?
I know, and that's where expectation versus reality comes in, right? I want a little den in my backyard, like with a screened-in porch, reading my book when it's raining, and I can hear like the birds in the background, and all I see is trees, and maybe like a wolf walks by or something crazy, you know?
A wolf? Okay, Bella, for real. Pick right now. Oh my God, Jacob!
I've always been Team Jacob.
Me too. Jacob was fine.
I'm not big on Edward. I'm sorry.
I know. Whoever was picking Edward back then, like what?
There's people I know that pick Edward now.
No.
And I'm like, you know what? Like, I just can't. Like, especially
Jacob with
cut
the
his hair.
abs
Yeah,
and like the wolf. Like I don't. What? Edward's just like in the corner, like. Like can't even control being around. Like
Not
I'm
the
just, like,
panting.
move.
Not
Oh my
the
God.
panting. But that's what I like. I could live that, and I've never been there.
Yeah.
But I've seen the giant trees and the water. And
The
just from
cherry
even
they have like
looking
a-
at
They
Twilight,
have like a whole thing of cherry blossoms, right? Is that what it is? I don't know, but
I want to live it. I would live it. Like,
see, I don't care for the heat either. But in my head, I'm like, if I'm in Florida, I'm by a body of water at all times, probably. You know what I mean? And it's like I feel like you can just go over to like the next city and it's a whole new vacation.
Mm-hmm.
There's
That
so
is
many
nice.
good like vacation spots out there. And I don't know, it's just something different. Like my husband loves Florida too, so I feel like we would love it. Either that or I really want to like buy like buy a property down there. They have these like really nice like mobile home parks in like Florida where it's like almost like gated off and everything, like HOA type of vibes, you know, and you have like your big community pool and they have like what's it called? Not the go-karts.
Golf cart?
Golf carts. Yeah, they have golf carts you drive
Go-karts.
around. Just want us to like have like a home base away from home, you know, that would be kind of cool. But
That would be cool.
yeah, that's what I want to do. I mean, right now I'm just like working, being a wife at home, doing my little social media on the side that I love to do. It just kind of pours into me, you know. I'm trying to get into hobbies. I've been making like bracelets. I made you a necklace and a bracelet. Hey, okay.
Peep.
I just started scrapbooking, which is so fun. I sent you that little cute like one that I did for June. It's just fun. Like
It
you know what I
is.
mean? Just pouring my energy into something that like means something to me, you know?
It's meaningful.
Yeah. I turned 26 soon. My husband turns 27 the same month that I do. So it's kind of crazy that we're like both share August. But yeah, I'm just trying to travel, keep busy. Yeah, just a lot of room for different things to happen, I guess. Wherever the wind blows,
It's gonna take you.
you'll see me, Bella.
Yeah. Don't worry.
What about you? Like, where are you at right now? What are your like goals, I guess, for
Like,
what's your 5-year plan?
my 5-year plan. So in 5 years, I'll be what? 27, 28, 29, 30. I'll be 32.
Holy fuck.
Be in my 30s.
I'll be 30s. I'll be 30s too.
Just kidding. My 5-year plan. So we're hoping to get pregnant again in the next like year because of my hysterectomy problems and everything Mando. So the sooner we get that done, the better. And I want Rhett to have either a little brother or little sister that's really close in his age. I want that connection for him, especially if it's like a little boy. I will be so pumped if it's a little girl because like I get to live in that moment. I know like when she gets in her teens, she's probably not gonna like me that much. But you know, I get to live that girly moment when she's young. But I also know if I have a little boy, Rhett's gonna have like a little best friend, and that like warms my heart for him. Like he gets to grow up with someone and always have that person by his side. So that means a lot. So either way, I'll be happy. So we're hoping to get pregnant in the next year, and then after following that, we're hoping to get me in with a person to help me possibly get on a GLP-1 to kind of help with my endometriosis because it's supposed to help support actual pain that happens with endometriosis and inflammation. And then we'll see a year after the next baby how things are going because I might have to get the hysterectomy done to get some overall pain. I know that's not going to get rid of the endometriosis completely, but I've heard from so many women that it's helped them so much, and that's the relief I'm looking for. And to be honest, like I know it like throws you into menopause and everything, but I already feel like I'm going through menopause. Like, give me the whole thing. Like I'm fine with it. I don't even care. We all go through it eventually. Like so, I just.
There's people who literally are like 50. They're not going through it yet.
I'm gonna be in my prime 30s going through it. I'll have so much wisdom. I wonder if after I go through menopause, I'll be a new person.
Probably.
Ooh.
You'll be team Edward.
Tune back. I'll be Team Edward because I'm over here in the spookiness.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Girl, I'm hoping to get pregnant like tomorrow.
I know. So, same for you. What if we had kids at the same time?
That'd be really cute.
That would be really, really cute. Besties for the resties.
And our hospital rooms are just like next to each other.
Oh yes. Like, hey girl, what are you doing over there?
Pushing. Yeah.
But that would be awesome. Because I have friends right now who are trying for a baby too, so I'm like so excited because like
Pregnancy Pact.
Yes, I love it. I love it
that
so
movie
much.
on Lifetime? Did you see it?
No.
Oh my god, I was a big Lifetime movie person in high school. I would always watch like Lifetime movies. My grandma and I would always watch them, and it was always like the craziest stuff. But it was a movie called Pregnancy Pact, and it was something like a bunch of these like high school girls got pregnant or something. It was just crazy. It was ridiculous, but. Anyways, go ahead.
I'm like so excited, like for all my friends, like to have babies and stuff.
Yeah.
I even had one of my friends say something to me like, "Oh my gosh, you're gonna be pregnant before I am," and I'm like, "No," I'm like, "It happens when it happens," you know. I'm like, that was kind of like an in moment thing. Like even the doctor said we got really lucky with that one because we got pregnant right after the wedding. But I do have this like back. I even told my husband this. My husband's like, "Why do you feel that way?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I get that way. I feel bad for people, and I can't help it." Like I do have 2 other friends besides you that are like trying to get pregnant, and I'm like, deep down in my soul, I feel like if I get pregnant first, I can't say anything. I can't tell anyone. Like Because
No,
I
I
will
don't
feel,
feel
you know
that
what I
way.
mean? I'm gonna feel so bad. Like I'm gonna feel like, oh my gosh,
No, but
I'm
like,
pregnant, and they've been trying for like what 5-6 months, and they aren't pregnant, and like that just breaks my heart because I have a baby. I feel like I need to wait because I can't have a baby
yeah.
before they need to be pregnant first. So I'm
Yeah,
like
but you
rooting
can't.
to the
Yeah,
gods.
but you can't feel bad. You know what I mean? I mean,
I can't
maybe just
help it.
like,
I just feel so bad. I'm like, I'm gonna feel like a total
yeah,
a-hole if I'm
maybe
like,
just
I'm
like,
pregnant and like they're like, oh yeah, I've been like trying. And I'm like I'm sorry. Like I'm sorry.
but
Like
maybe you could just like text them, so they have time to like process it. You know what I mean? Instead of it
yeah.
being like we're on the phone, they have to like react immediately. You know what I mean? Maybe that could help, but I wouldn't feel bad about it. You know, you didn't do anything
Yeah, everyone
wrong.
always tells me not to, but just like
Everyone has
as
their
a person
time.
who
You know what
always
I mean?
wanted kids,
Yeah.
I know like other people like struggle. Like I've met so many people who struggle to have kids, and like I got pregnant with Rhett so quick, and then I have to like remember that like not everyone gets
Hmm.
pregnant that quick,
Yeah.
and like it hurts my mommy heart that like they didn't. Like I have a friend who just had a baby, and they've been trying for such a long time. And I kid you not, when she told me she was pregnant, I like started blubbering, crying because I was so happy for her
Yeah.
because I know how hard it is and it's such a
Yes.
great moment to experience and you want that for that person.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
mean,
I
because you know
mean?
some things that I told you, like how
Yes.
it's been a journey to say the
Yes.
least, you
And
know.
like I'll probably
But
blubber out in baby tears like
girl,
when
I'll
you
be a
tell
mess.
me.
I
Like
probably can't even get it out. I'm like,
I know. I will
yeah,
know before you know, honestly.
yeah,
Before you even tell me, I'm gonna be like,
yeah.
are
And
you? Like
it's
I'm gonna
just
be
like
freaking
it's one of
out.
those things where like you never think it's gonna be you until it's you. You hear about
Mhm.
it, like you know,
Mhm.
people have a hard time, you know, getting pregnant or things happen in pregnancies and stuff. You never think it's gonna be you until it's you, and it's like, what do you
Mhm.
even do then? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I mean, I believe that everybody like has a timeline. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you're just on yours, and they're on theirs. You know, there's times now where I look back on moments I was really sad that we didn't get pregnant, and then I look back on it and I'm like, oh wait, like you know what? A month later, like we're just so stressed out, like about other stuff going on in our lives. Like it wasn't a good time anyway. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And it's like right now in this time in my life where things are kind of like unfolding for me and like us getting pregnant looks a lot better now, like just like health wise, like you know, medication we're trying to help us, you know, stuff like that. Like I feel like now we're even more in a better spot now where I'm like, oh my, I feel so much more comfortable even getting pregnant now. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I feel like everything happens for a reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I really do too think that that's how a lot of things are. It just you feel bad because you're like,
Yeah.
wow, I got pregnant like so quick and
Mhm.
everything. But Rhett could be my one and done. I don't really know. I know people who have had endometriosis and only have one. Like they can't get pregnant again. So Rhett could be an only child. I hope to have more, but we'll see what
Did
you
you ever
know
like
the
like
plans
get like
are.
scraped or anything like that to like help your chances, or are you kind of just trying naturally and that's it as far as
Me
you
and Nick like live on the method of like we are like I do like we do try, but it's not like planned.
know? Hmm.
Like whatever happens happens kind of situation. Like we're
Okay.
very go with the flow with it.
Hmm.
Like we're not it's not a job.
Yeah.
It's not a job
Yeah.
to have a baby right now. It's not a job.
Yeah.
It's just whatever happens
I
kind of
feel that.
situation. But I think that's where like I feel like some people like get really stressed out when they're trying to
Hmm.
get pregnant. It becomes a job and then it's
Yeah.
like more stressful for you and it causes you stress. Whereas me and Nick kind of just were like, you know what? Let's just go with the flow and see what happens. And then we got pregnant the next month, and I was like, oh my gosh, I just bought ovulation strips just to see where, and I haven't even used them. They're still in the
No, I
freaking
just bought
box.
some the other day. They're ready to
They're
go.
they're still in the box. Like me and Nick haven't even used them yet, and
Mhm.
we've been trying for like I would say
Uh-huh.
for like 2 months, but we're just going with the flow with it.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, happens. Like there's no like if I'm not like we're gonna like be too upset about
Yeah.
it because we
And I
do
feel
have a
like
little boy.
yeah, I feel
We do
like
have a lot to
I'm
worry
kind
about
of
right
going with the flow to an extent because I
now.
still am on a schedule. That's just how it
Hmm.
has to be for me. But like we're enjoying it. You know what I mean? Like it's still
Living in the
fun.
moment,
Yeah,
you
living in the
know.
moment. Yeah. So I'm really hopeful. Um but yeah, and you know, I've always thought to myself that I was going to be someone who like would just scream from the mountaintops like, "Oh my god, I'm pregnant," you know. But I think I'm going to keep it probably really close for a while. I feel like, you
You're gonna tell me,
know.
right?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna tell you. But the internet, and other people probably won't know for a while.
Yeah, you won't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
We
But
had
we'll let you know when we know.
yeah, we had that
When we're
conversation
ready.
actually. You know, when we're ready, we'll let you know.
Yeah, we'll let you know. We'll keep you posted.
Yeah, we had a miscarriage at the beginning of the year. I told
Yeah,
you
and
that. And that
that's
was really
rough.
hard. I never thought no one ever thinks they're going to go through that.
Yes.
No one ever thinks they're going to go through that.
And it's a scary thing to first think of when you like conceive is like
Yeah.
you don't know.
And that
You
kind
know
of
what
like
I mean?
implanted something in my brain where
And
now
it
I'm
scares
like so
you.
scared.
Yes.
Like, I feel like I can't even enjoy it now because I'm just waiting for the shoe to drop. You know what I mean? It's scary. But like it happened pretty early, and so like for me it's just like I feel like I just need to keep it to myself for a while, just because like
Mhm.
it's hard enough when it happens, but it's hard when you tell everybody else like, oh,
Mhm.
like that's not a thing anymore, you know?
Yeah. But like I can even like piggyback off of that. Like when I first got pregnant with Brett, my aunts and like you know my aunts and everything even told me before I had a baby, like before I got pregnant and everything, like I would wait to tell someone because like they miscarried and everything and like it like scared me because like I was so excited like when I was pregnant because I was like, oh my gosh, like I kid you not, like all three of my aunts did. My mom never miscarried with me and my brother, but like with all three of my aunts, they all did. So it was like one of those situations where I'm like, oh my gosh, like is this I might not be able to keep this baby. I'm not going to get my hopes up. But at the same time, like I waited to tell my mom. I waited to tell people because I was like so scared that and it wasn't so much I was scared for me. I was scared to get someone else's hopes up.
Yeah.
I was scared that I was going to disappoint someone else, like and get them all excited because my mom's been wanting a grandbaby. You know what I mean? But then I finally was like, you know what? I'm just gonna like stay true to me. And I told people like around what was I like maybe like 6 weeks.
Yeah. And like people who do say it right away, there's nothing wrong with that either. Like
Mhm.
either way, like you were pregnant. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Whichever way.
It's just
You know
so
what I mean?
scary because
It's
you're
just
like you're
scary.
not out of the whole like
Yeah.
thing until 12. So
It's scary having to tell other people.
yeah.
Because it's like you're already going through it, and I have to explain to
Mhm.
everybody else that, you know,
Like I
unfortunately.
told my mom and I said I'm telling you this now,
Yeah.
but I don't want you to get your hopes up. Like
Yeah.
don't
Which I feel
get
so bad for you that you even
too
had that feeling,
scared
you know?
that if something happens, like
Yeah.
you know, we're still very we're not in the clear yet.
Yeah.
And it's like it's crazy to even think that people like that you're like not in the clear. Like
Yeah.
you're pregnant but you're not in the clear.
Yeah.
Like
And I was
what?
like so numb also.
Yes.
Like when it first happened, like it was heartbreaking. But I was just like, this is my body. Like, you know, it was just doing what it was supposed to do technically. You know what I mean? Like there must have been like a chromosomal abnormality or something like that, and it wasn't gonna be viable or something, you know? And I was like looking at everything from a very like strategic, like logical point, like, you know, like verbatim my doctor. And it took like it like trickled in, like it sprinkled in a little bit, like little by little, I kept getting sadder and sadder as the time went on. We think I'd be getting more healed and healed. Like it took me like literally like 2 months to even take it off of my pregnancy app. I could not delete it. I could not. It was just like hard, you know?
Yeah.
And like I feel like even now I feel a lot better, but I was more in the thick of it a couple months like after it happened than when it actually really did happen. I think I was just like numb to it, you know? You don't really realize like what actually happened, you know what I mean? Like Mother's Day was hard for me. Like it was just really hard, and no one talks about that.
Yeah, no one
It's
talks
like a big
about
stigma,
like
like
yeah, no one
wants
talks
to
about yeah, everyone just expects that like when you miscarriage you get over it. Like
or that
no.
you even miscarriage, you know?
Yeah.
Which I mean, people like to keep things to themselves or whatever. And that's how I was in the very beginning. But I was like, wait, you know what? Like I wish I had people around me that told me that they have had one before when I was going through it, so I don't feel so like my body's not working. Like I'm the only one. Like no, it actually happens, unfortunately, very often. But that's gonna be scary. I feel like that took away a lot because when we do get pregnant again, I feel like I'm gonna be so scared all the time because like
Yeah, you just
it's
gotta
happened
find
before,
things to bring your
you know?
body at ease.
Yeah.
I really told myself when I first found out because I know like people can stress themselves out about it so much that it causes you almost a miscarriage. I like that's personally what I think. I feel like sometimes you stress your body out, and when your body's stressed, how can a baby grow when you're stressing yourself out? You know. So I was like, I just gotta relax myself. I gotta relax myself this whole time. If I keep relaxed, I just feel like it's gonna be the best outcome. Best outcome. I just gotta keep relaxed and long and behold, we got a little Dennis the Menace over here.
He's so cute. He's so cute. He's very unhinged too. He looks at me like I'm crazy, and I'm like, I am.
She was inhaling balloons earlier, and he looked at her like she was. He's like, what?
He was like,
like, what is she doing?
This has been so fun. Like, honestly, I was really nervous.
I was too.
You text me last night, and you're like, I'm nervous.
I'm like, it's like the first day of school, butterflies again. Like,
yeah,
you're getting
but
like
it was
jitters.
fun. I loved it, and these are conversations we would have whether the camera was here or not.
Yeah.
So this is
We'd
really
be at a
good for
coffee
you
shop
guys.
doing this, so we figured why not just be on my couch doing this? Like, why don't we sit down and do it?
Yeah, and I feel like it was a really good time.
It was.
It was. I guess till next time, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the tea.
hey, that's the tea. Thank you guys.
Yeah, thanks
It
for
was so
tuning
much
in.
fun.
Keep posted for when we launch another episode in the future.
Yeah, so excited.
Bye.
Bye.